Hi Pies fans, we are from Lulie Street, brought to you by Subway. Great to be back on the winners list. 41-point victors over Frankston. Kath, you guys looking a bit cagey here, a bit overdressed.
We're from off the track, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Some of us actually go out in the track.
Office worker, what can I say?
Yep.
Kath, how did it all go down?
Yeah, it went very well this week. Obviously disappointing loss last week against Footscray. We're down at the hostile crowd of Frankston. Drums were banging down there again this week.
They were banging Fernando.
Yes, they were. Beautiful. We had
Look at him get around Moose.
a new inclusion this week. He's been a football analyst, Ash Close, for the last 3 years. We're a bit short on numbers, so he pulled on the boots this week and went very well. Kicked 3 goals in the first quarter, the new inclusion, so
Kath,
it was great to see.
Ash is part of our VFL list, so he played last week, if you didn't recollect from last week, but he got out there this week and had a real impact, kicked 4 goals in a really good performance, and was looked after by some really good ball use as well.
Yeah, excellent. And the boys pretty consistent for the whole game. As we said, they ended up going on having a good victory, and Sammy Dwyer probably our best player, very impressive in the midfield, and Darcy Moore had a big last quarter and kicked a couple of goals, and as we see there, Ash Close in the middle singing the song. The boys ran away victors by 7 goals.
Yeah, he had the Gatorade shower there in the middle, but you know, Ash with 4 goals, Scotty Greenhoff with 4 goals in a really good performance, and Darcy Moore being our multiple goal kickers, and we had a whole range of goal kickers again, which is fantastic for our footy club.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely. Even our smalls got involved a fair bit in hitting the scoreboard, but player rankings, Wag.
Yeah, my rankings, all elite, which is fantastic, but we're going to focus on the Moose, Ash Close. Now, you might ask why he's called the Moose. Apparently he kicked 10 against playing for Ivanhoe one day, put his hands above his head in a moose-like fashion, and as a result he became the Moose. But 9 kicks, 6 handballs, 9 marks, 4 goals won, 3 goal assists. But I think the most impressive part of his game was the fact that he had 1 tackle.
Yeah, well, I've watched the vision with him, and there was opportunities to have some more tackles. It's something that he'll concentrate on this week. But look, for a guy who's 6'5", his pace off the mark is really good. He took, I think, about 7 or 8 marks, but probably left 3 or 4 out there as well. But he provided a real focal point for us down forward.
But unfortunately, he can't be picked in replacement for Trav this week. Who do you see as a likely replacement for the big fella?
Great question, mate. It's whether we want to replace Trav with a tall. So if you replace Trav with a tall, the obvious one is Darcy, and that way he can get some really good game time down forward. But you never know. We could bring someone else in and move someone back to forward. So we might keep those options open.
We've got a bit of flexibility there, which is
we have
the main thing. Now, VFL reporter Sam Gaston made the trip down to Frankston on the weekend. He experienced all the excitement that Frankston has to offer, and I believe he loved every minute of it. Sam, how's it going out there?
Thanks for that, Wags. Well, yes, the rumours are true. We do love Frankston. The locals love it. The VFL Magpies love it. Today they won by 41 points over bottom-placed Frankston in the VFL. After the match, I had a chance to catch up with development coach Tarkin Lockyer.
Both sides were hard at it for most of the day, and I suppose we took our chances when we had them, so it was good. You know, to Frankston's credit, they really dug in sort of all day, just kept going and kept going. So their contest was really good. For us, it was pleasing to bounce back after last week. So yeah, pretty happy with the result.
This week you got the father-son combo of Stephen and Reeve Fisher for their fan vote. So let's see who they gave their votes to.
Our votes today for the game at Frankston. It was a hard-fought affair. 3 votes today goes to Patrick Carneses, who was a good game through the midfield and got on the end of a couple of goals. My 2 votes today goes to Jonathan Marsh, number 17. A good game down in defence and set up a lot of play. And Reeves' player, the 1 vote goes to
Mason Cox.
Very good. It's been a good day down here. Thank you.
Well, there was a huge selection for Subway player this week with multiple goal kickers. You know, Ash was close.
The
Greenhoff was close. Paddy Carneses was close. Jonathan Marsh was close. But my Subway player for this week is Lockie Wallace. What a gun he has been for us when he's been an inclusion in our team. He's been in our best for 3 times out of the 6 games he's played. His hardness and his run from our defensive line has been awesome for us. What are you seeing, Kat?
Yeah, much the same, mate. He's a little player. He's always just buzzing around the packs. He's a good user of the football, and just consistently, like you said, he gets in and gets it done every week. You know what you're going to get from him. A bit of run and carry there, which is very important to our side. And delivering to our big key forwards, and as you can see there, the 12 disposals and the 4 tackles to go along with the neat and tidy stuff that he does.
Yeah, the thing he's doing as a defender, he's going inside 50 for us on multiple occasions, so that's been a fantastic acquisition for us when he's playing.
Absolutely.
Well, we are always trending worldwide. Hashtag Lulie. Today we have a tweet from Mickey Tricarico. Pebbles! Is it true that the coach's box was in the grandstand on Sunday? Hashtag standing room only. Hashtag Lulie.
Oh, have a look at that. Have a look at the grey hair there, Wags.
Silver Fox.
It was true. We were coaching from the grandstand, and we got a few comments from the back of us every now and then.
Positive comments, mate?
Yeah, most of them were positive. There was one fella who was holding a can of VB and come up the back and was trying to have a chat with me, and I was concentrating on the game, and Craig McRae, who's sitting next to me, says, "Mate, we're trying to coach here, mate." And the guy turns around and goes, "Mate, I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to talk to Pebs." Anyway, he soon left and left us to our coach.
Have another tinny.
Yeah.
Kef, ladder.
Ladder, yes, positive this week with the ladder. As you can see, we're back in the 8, and after our big win, our percentage has climbed a little bit. So we're up to 7th on the ladder. Casey this week, the huge games all now up until the end of the season, who are just above us, 6th on the ladder, but they've got a better percentage. So important that we get the win this week. Sunday midday down at Vic Park, where we haven't lost the game all year. So
4-0.
hopefully that can continue for the boys.
Yeah, it's a huge game. You know, Casey's a really good opponent. They beat us earlier this year, but we're looking to make amends for that game. And you know, the top 8 is that close that you could finish from anywhere from 8th, 9th to 1st or 2nd. So it's that close.
Huge game.
Well, that's it for another week where the Moose was dominant. We'll see you next week. Go VFL Pies.